Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 3. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, keep in mind, I will be playing some more GTA Online, but that'll be sometime in the future. I promise I will. It'll just be at least some time before I actively get to that point again. Mostly because, well, honestly, I feel like it would be better off for this playthrough if I just focused on the definitive edition first until I actively finish up those three games and then starting on more of online. So yeah.
Chunky Lee Chong is pushing Spank for some new gang from Colombia or Colorado or something. I'm not really sure. Who needs details? Anyway, he's got a noodle stand down in Chinatown. That rat has sold his last stir fry. I want you to take him out. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammu-Nation opposite the subway. Sort yourself with a 9. You know where it is, right? Well, remember, just watch your back in Chinatown. It's triad territory.
You know what? It's weird not having a main character who speaks. Like it feels weird to me, for obvious reasons. Considering I don't think we've ever had that in a GTA game. Um, like past this point. I could be wrong though. Um, but then again, the silent protagonist does work out on some favors for some games, though I feel like it doesn't really work out well for GTA as a series. I don't feel like it works for GTA. You know, like for obvious reasons, if you ever played any of the games. Uh, like that's easily the biggest issue I have with this game so far is just the silent protagonist not really being needed, you know? Um, for obvious reasons.
Joey told me to tool you up. Go out the back of the
Okay.
shop. I left you a 9 in the yard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the gun. Wait, did I seriously just waste my money?
You want a license too?
Okay. Um, either way, let's just try and see what I can do. Uh, man, I have to go all the way around Ammu-Nation. Just to be able to start the next mission. Well, that's probably gonna make sense, but still. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do. That probably screwed me over. Let's get out of here. Man, let's just try and steal this car and just see what I can do. Because I am not taking that beat-up old truck from now on. Because that thing, oh my god, it's straight up trash. I've had it for, what, the past video or two? So yeah, I'm not keeping that thing. Wait, I gotta check and see where the next mission is. I'm gonna turn off on my... Alright, sorry about that. Let's just go ahead and head to this next segment that I gotta head to. Because I still gotta do all this. Crap. I wasn't expecting that to happen, like, right as I turn there. But yeah, at least I know where I gotta go. Also, keep in mind, I've been working on my driving a little bit, especially for higher speeds. Because I started replaying, GTA 5, and yeah, I can say that my driving has improved a lot since, I started that. Um, Alright, let's just see what I can do in Chinatown. Yeah, this is really weird of an area already, I can tell. So yeah. Punk noodles? Oh. Uh, yeah, let's just try and take out these losers already. Man, they can take a lot of bullets. Um, okay, let's just try and do whatever I need to catch up to that weirdo. Um, okay, let's just try and take him out. Yeah, I gotta just do whatever I need to. Yeah, I think I need a car. And a fast one at that. Let's take this truck. Uh, Okay, I know I can catch up to him at this pace, especially with a smaller map. I know I can do this. Um, like the smaller map, it really helps out a lot with all of this. Particularly since this is an older game. Huh? Okay, I guess I failed the mission. That really sucks. Um, okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Let's head back over to Chinatown, I guess. Um, yeah, I'm not taking that beat up old truck. Um, oh, yeah, I lost that car. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Um, yeah, let's just try and see what I can do. Uh, man, these NPCs are like really weak. They are so unbearably weak. You know, Jesus Christ. Why are you trying to take me out of the car, buddy? I thought I already knocked you out. Um, Either way, let's try and get out of here and away from that loser. Because honestly, I'm tired of having to fight. Like, I just want to do whatever I need to. You know? Um, all right, let's head over to Chinatown, I guess. So that way I can actively finish up the game. Um, all right. I know I'm getting pretty close by now. Um, or at least I think I am. Uh, all right. Let's just try and see what I can do here. For obvious reasons. Okay, I have to shoot that loser. And just try and get out of here. Uh, yeah, let's try and see what I can do here. Uh, yeah, I just have to charge him down and fast. Uh, okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Um, wow, he takes a. There we go. I passed the mission. Man, that felt way too easy. In retrospect, I could have easily passed that first attempt if I actually started blasting at him. From the start. Uh, well, at least he got me $1,000. Can't be too mad about that one. Okay, let's just get in this car and just go. Um, okay, I want to at least pass one more mission this video. If I get to pass a couple more, then that'll be really great. Wait, Uh, hold on. I want to try and see how many missions I need to finish. Wow, I need to finish uh 66 more missions before I can actively finish up the game. Man, that's going to take a while. That's going to take at least what, 10, 20 videos if I had to guess. Um I doubt it's going to take as many videos as it did for GTA 5. I doubt that. With everything in me, but it's still going to take at least a decent bit of time. It's the main reason I'm saying it's going to take less time than GTA 5 is mostly because of the length of the missions in comparison to the smallness of the map. So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna hit the payroll van. It leaves the edge of Chinatown every day. Bullets won't even dent the van's armor, so get a car and ram it off the road. Now hit it hard, and the punk-ass security guard should bail. Then take it to the warehouse at the docks, and my guys are gonna take over from there. Now it won't be doing its rounds all day, so don't hang around.
Oh, trust me, I already know how to dent that armor. Considering I've crashed into so many things by now. You know, all right, let's head over to that van already. For obvious reasons. Okay, I can see it on the map. I can see that little square I gotta go to. Um, all right, let's just see what I can do to catch up to the thing. Because that's all I really know I gotta do is just try and catch up to it. Um, all right, here it is. Uh, yeah, let's try and keep moving. Uh, yeah, I gotta just try and see what I can do. Um, all right, let's try and see what damage I can do to this thing. Um, yeah, I just have to just try and take this. I have to take the van and fast. Uh, no, 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 no! You are not getting away from me, you stupid van.
Bad boy.
Busted. Crap. Man, that's gonna suck. Uh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. either way, let's just get past this cutscene and see what I can do. Uh, yeah, I just have to get a faster car. Um, at least I know what to look out for. At least that's a good thing. Um, honestly, you know what? After this video, uh, I'm probably gonna have to, take at least a tiny bit of a break, like maybe for a couple days. Uh, well, at most a day. That's something I know, is that I'm gonna have to take at least, at most, a day break. Because right now, um, I just, I just don't think I can really manage anything else. Um, okay, let's just try and shoot this thing. Um, okay, I think I just have to ram into the car. Well, the van, anyways. Um, all right, let's just try and see what I can do. Um, all right. Let's just try and keep driving and hit the truck. Well, the van. Um, okay. Uh, man, where's the van at? Um, there it is. I can see the arrow. Um, thank God it phases through stuff. You know, um, all right, let's just try and keep driving. Uh, until I deal as much damage as I need to onto this thing. Um, okay. Yeah, I probably need a fresher car, to finish off the damage I need to, but this should be fine. Um, all right. Um, let's just try and see what I can get done here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this car and just try and get a fresher one. Uh, all right. I'm gonna need a car. Man, this is gonna suck. All right, let's just try and see what I can do here. I need this police car fast. Um, all right. I can catch up to that thing and fast, especially since it's a police car, and usually those are a lot faster in GTA games. Usually they are. From my own personal experience, which is, as of currently, only this game and 5. Um, all right, let's just try and see what I can do here. Um, all right. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm doing pretty well in terms of dealing damage to this thing, because however, I've already got half damage onto it. Um, okay. Um, yeah, I think I can actively, finish this thing off. Now with this damage onto it. Um, okay. Um, let's just try and see what I can do here. Okay, I know I can finish off the damage I need to. There we go. Let's get into the van. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Let's go ahead and take the van over to where I need to go. All right, I'm gonna have to look at where I gotta go on the map. Here it is. Let's place a marker here. Okay, I gotta avoid the cops. With everything in me for right now. Man, there's 6 stars in this game. I thought 5 stars was bad. Just imagine how bad 6 will be. You know? Um, Either way, let's try and see what I can do to get this thing in the lockup. Man, if only I didn't have the cops on me, this would be so much smoother. For obvious reasons. Wow, 3 stars? Man, this is gonna suck. Having to deal with 3 stars. Out of, like, that's half stars that I could, have at my max. Either way, let's take this over here. Okay. Yeah, this is where I had to take it. Hopefully, yeah, I don't have to deal with the cops anymore. Thank God for that one. Oh my God, that took so much out of me. That's $20,000. All right, real quick, I'm gonna check and see how long I've been playing for. All right, sorry about that. I can, do at least a couple more missions now. Um, yeah, I gotta just try and get out of here and just see what I can do. Okay, let's look at the map, the map to see what missions I can do. Huh. You know what? I'm going back over here. To over here. For obvious reasons. Okay, let's just see what I can get done. Uh, okay. I don't know what this little call logo would be. I've never played any of the GT, like anything but 5, like to the fullest extent. Before. Like even then I never actually 100% completed 5. I've never done that before. Uh I've only ever beat the main story, and that's about it. That's the furthest I ever really got in 5. Uh so yeah. Um I never beat any of the other GTA games. I don't know, like I know there's 3. Obviously, there's a 1 and 2. Obviously, there isn't. There's a 3 and 4. I've never played 3 and, like, I never fully beat 3 and 4, even though I really wanted to beat 4. Um, like, I've always wanted to play it. And I've also really wanted to, see how the rest of the games were.
You are new in Liberty, but already you are gaining a reputation on the streets. There is a street race starting by the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge. Get yourself some wheels, and first through all the checkpoints wins the prize.
All right. That's gonna suck because I do not want to go through a racing segment, especially not this early on, where I barely know the physics engine of this world. And even then, like, the amount I do know doesn't amount to much, considering, I'm more akin to, like, modern physics engines, you know? Oh yeah, keep in mind, here in the future, I will be playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. Um, like, I've been wanting to play that game for a while, but I just never had the opportunity to do it. You know what? You know how I mentioned I wanted to take a day break? I might just not do that, and just save it for another, like, the day after tomorrow. Uh, because I wanted to go ahead and just try and rush through some of Doki Doki Literature Club and some other games at that, too. Um, alright, let's just see what we can do here. Man, these cars look fast. Yeah, this clearly isn't going to work out in my favor, if I'm being honest, because, look how far back I am. Alright, let's just try and see what we can do. Yeah, I clearly lost. Yeah, there's no way I won this, especially in comparison to those other cars. Alright, let's just try and get out of here. Yeah, that was on me. That was completely on me. That just shows how bad I am at racing. Um, all right. You know what? I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to beat this mission. I doubt I will. Hopefully I can. But I doubt it. Um, man, if I had a cop car on me, that would be like amazing, since those are automatically some of the most fast cars in any GTA game that I've played. Um, like the only cars I think are faster are like muscle cars or actual sports cars, Um, and even then, I think that it's not by much, you know? So I don't know how much more cop cars are slower than sports cars or muscle cars, but then again, I did catch up to them, in GTA 5 with a cop motorbike or whatever you want to call it. Um, so let's just try and get over to the street race. Um, I really want to play GTA 4, but I don't think they'll ever, like, Rockstar will ever give it a remake or remaster or anything, or port or whatever. They might, but I doubt it, considering the poor reception of, the definitive edition. So, yeah. Um, Either way, let's just try and see what I can do. To get to these checkpoints over here. All right. I know I have to at least get past these one cars. If I still had abilities, like particularly like Franklin's ability, I could have easily won this race in spades. But too bad abilities aren't in this game, and I and I don't think they're in any other game past 5, if I had to take a guess. Um, so yeah. They might be in 6, but I'm not playing that for obvious reasons, considering they're locking, what should be base game content behind an extra $20 paywall. I am not getting it at that point unless we can actually buy that content later on. And even then, I doubt it. You know, even then, I doubt it with everything in me. Because why pay $80 for a game that isn't even a complete version of it? Like that just doesn't make sense to me. Like why pay $100 for just to get a game that should be 80, like its base price? You know, um, like I don't even think Six's Ultimate Edition provides anything past what should be base game content. So yeah, that's the main issue I have is that the Ultimate Edition, it's just a quick, like blatant money grabbing thing, whatever you want to call it. It's just it's just there to make money. That like I know that games in general are out to make money, but whenever it's actively harming the player base in the process from your own greediness, that's genuinely where I start having an issue. You know, um, like whenever it actively starts harming your fan base. Like there's just no way you have the players in mind at that point. Whenever you're actively charging more money for what should be base game content, like there's no way you have the player base in mind at that point. If I'm being honest, like there's just no way you do. Uh, Time to get out of this car and fast. Uh, yeah, that dealt some damage, but I can make up the time. If I actively speed up. Um, okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Um, yeah, clearly I lost this race. Hopefully it doesn't, screw me over by doing so. Because these roads, I still don't know them too well. And that's the main thing that I'm really having issues with is the fact that I don't know every little turn, every little detail about the map. Because I don't have much experience with it like I would with 5. Like Five's map or whatever. I don't have as much experience here as I do there. Yeah. Um, I don't care. I give up on that mission. I am not doing another race segment because that has already screwed me up big time. Unless if it's a main mission, I'm not doing it. And even then, I doubt that that's a main mission because usually main missions are, labeled with letters or symbols, and that's not a symbol. Uh, Either way, I'm gonna check and see how long I've been playing for. All right, sorry about that. Let's just try and get over here. You know what? Actually, never mind. I'm gonna save this mission for next video. Um, yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Um, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.